4 hours later, in a very, very, very long Elimination Chamber, we now have a new women's champion. Yeah, and world champion, but women's champion.
I was gonna say, yeah, you started off with that picture right there, and you said women's champion. I was gonna say, ouch.
No,
Naomi's not that bad looking.
Naomi with the title. That's more news than Bray. Maybe, I don't know. So let's
honestly, well, we already like I said, I had predicted Bray would be in the world title match way back when.
I'm gonna quickly steamroll all through these results, and then we'll get to the last two matches. Basically, first one was the pre-show kickoff. Haha, Mojo wins. Why wouldn't he? Starter match of the night. The first of 3 female matches, by the way. Keep that in mind. We had which two? Mickey James and Becky. Becky wins. LOL. After that, we got some tag team turmoil. All you gotta know is the Ascension got buried. And the fact,
terribly, ouch! It hurt me.
I would love to see Rice Slater feud with Fabrice, Breezango, whatever you want to call him. They'd be great comedy.
It'd be a great comedy, great hilariousness.
American Alpha, still champs. Malon's got a bet over here at Revival on Tuesday. We're gonna hold you to that, Malon. After that, we had the second women's match, which was
Nikki and
Natalia. By God, this match was too long. If you're watching this,
I had to go to the restroom during this match because it was just too long. I couldn't wait.
If you're watching this and you were a part of our Skype conversation, and you said that match was great, no, not at all. Not even
close.
When the match ends by double countout, and we had to sit through a very long match, which wasn't technically profound, didn't tell a great story in my opinion, because I've already listed many options on Skype of how they could have made the feud over the top, like saying, oh, your husband gets to be world champ and do all this stuff where mine had to sit in a hospital. Like, they could have gone over the top like they did with Charlotte and Sasha when they brought up the Reed Flair thing.
It had great build for a match that was an absolute stinker.
They had better video packaging for the match than they did the actual in-ring callus, or whatever you want to call it.
Just to correct you with something.
Yeah.
It was Paige and Charlotte, not Sasha and Charlotte.
It was Paige and Charlotte. Yeah,
yes.
Apologies. Yeah, I forget. It's been so long since we've seen Paige, and I've had so many Sasha v Charlotte matches. It just doesn't matter. Doesn't matter anymore. After that, we had. Was there anything between Luke Harper and Orton? Trying to think.
I don't think so.
All right. Yeah. Wow. That match must have taken so long then. So then we had Luke Harper and Orton. Orton wins. Harper, one hell of a wrestler tonight. I will say that. That was.
He definitely.
I might go on a limb and say that might be.
Me.
I might say that match. I probably might have liked it a little bit more than the Chamber. Chamber was a very I'ma lay on the floor most of the match type of match for a Chamber. And they had the padding, which I'll let Zach talk about because Zach's going to go from 0 to 5,000, I feel like, when we talk about the padding on this Chamber. And we'll get to the new design also. But Harper and Orton really teared it up, I feel like. That was great. It was really great. After that, co-main event. The last females match of the night, and it was one that wasn't that long. I feel like it should have been a little bit longer. It was pretty good wrestling, pretty great ending. Naomi's champ. Don't know if I'd have her going.
We all kind of called that.
I don't know if I'd have her going into Mania as champ, because I feel like if she would have won it at Mania, it would have been much bigger, but the crowd was chanting "You deserve it," so thumbs up to her. I like Alexa Bliss.
I feel like they might not have a women's title match for SmackDown at Mania.
Yeah, I wouldn't argue at that.
Well, the thing about it is like it just seems like it'd be put off right now, because right now, like they're already talking about the fact that the Raw's definitely having a women's title match.
Yeah.
And then there's talks of a match that may not even like maybe even a Stephanie McMahon match. Like there's talks of a female match that wouldn't even involve the title. And then that random tag match that they're talking about for SmackDown with Cena and Nikki Bella against Miz and Maurice.
I just hope that the SmackDown's women's title doesn't get pushed to the pre-show. I really hope no title matches get pushed to the pre-show. That is my ultimate
there
concern.
better not be a title match on the WrestleMania pre-show.
Yeah, Yeah, because I already
There's
feel
definitely
kind
going to be
of.
at least one.
I already feel kind of bad about the
Unfortunately,
whole
there's
Royal
gonna be
Rumble
one.
thing. When the club got the title off of Sheamus and Cesaro
Yeah, no one cared.
in
Like,
the pre-show, I felt
you
like
want
that
to
was robbed. So.
make an estimation on how many people probably missed that because they didn't care about the pre-show?
Yeah. All right. Chamber match, chamber design. It's like the Hell in a Cell, and the chamber had a baby, and it was kind of squarish, kind of what's a good shape? Octagonish, I guess you would say. Maybe, I don't know. We got LED lights.
Now, that was a full-blown square.
They're blue. If you guys have ever watched the Asylum matches in TNA, we have literally the Asylum manhole on top, which no one used. We joked around saying AJ probably was given the spot of, hey, you want to go up there? And he's like, hey, I did that 10 years ago. Not a chance at this age. So, but yeah, this chamber match was very safe. I'll say it that way. We started off with AJ and Cena, which of course was going to be great in ring starting off because they have great chemistry. Then we add in Dean Ambrose, of course, and he's doing jumping off of type of stuff, and we got the padding so everyone's protected. Then we get Bray in there. Bray kind of just like gets beat up for the first part of the match, and then he'll win the match miraculously, but I don't got a problem with that. We got Baron Corbin, who comes out and kills everybody straight up. Everyone gets knocked out. There was a portion of the match when we saw an End of Days on John Cena, and by God, Corbin should have pinned Cena and got Cena, but it didn't happen. Corbin waited till Miz came out, and then Dean with the roll up. Dean got slaughtered by Corbin because Corbin got angry that he was eliminated. Miz pins Dean. Therefore, we're probably going to see Dean versus Corbin, or Dean versus Miz versus Corbin, or something ridiculous involving that title. Who knows? But in the end, though, it was Cena, Styles, and Bray. Cena and Styles really tore it up because Cena eliminated Miz easily, because Miz got a good skull crushing finale on Bray on the outside, but I still can't really say it was that great because of the padding. You know what I mean? Like it was such a protected match when they said, "Oh, Edge said if there was ever another chamber match, if I could go back time, I wouldn't do it because of how much it hurt my career." So I think they had the picture of Kofi going through the steel bars or whatever, the chain. What was it, 2.5 mile chain they said or something? But
yeah, it was something crazy like that. Honestly,
there was that. Cena gets pinned by Bray, and then Bray pins Styles because Styles goes for the phenomenal forearm. Not today. You get hit with Sister Abigail also, and Bray's champ. Orton comes out, takes off his hoodie, and they look at each other, and that's the end of the pay-per-view. Thumbs up. What do you guys got to say about that?
honestly, the whole pay-per-view and whole,
The pay-per-view was great for a February pay-per-view. February pay-per-views have sucked for the last. I can't, honestly, I think last February pay-per-view, I don't think I even watched Fastlane last year.
Or was it Roadblock, End of the Line or something?
No, Roadblock was in Roadblock, no, because Roadblock was in a December or something. February was Fastlane because it was the first Fastlane. No one even watched that shit.
If I would go by numbers with this, I would call it a 7 out of 10.
Good job jumping ahead, Cole. We weren't even talking about the numbers yet.
Yeah.
No,
I didn't even listen. I haven't even been listening.
Zach.
Cole's a numbers guy. He likes the numbers.
Zach, what was your concern of the padding in this match?
It's
and all
not
that?
the Elimination Chamber has padding.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
That looked like absolute shit. First of all,
I like the
Second
cage
of all,
though.
it
The
took
cage
away
was
from
pretty
a lot
cool.
of the match.
So
I did like the way the cage looked. It
Yeah.
looked really good.
yeah. I think the big takeaway here that people will glimpse over the fact that we're getting Orton and Bray at Mania, unless Daniel Bryan pulls some bullshit, and Daniel Bryan meaning WWE, whatever. He was just on Talking Smack, and I think my like for Daniel Bryan has fallen so much now that he's GM at SmackDown. And it's just the fact that they're
Daniel
teasing
Bryan, I really worry about this. I'm really worried.
They're teasing taking the belt off of Bray so they could get some other match against Orton. Who knows? Who really knows? But yeah, we're gonna get Bray and Orton hopefully at Mania. But the big takeaway here that everybody might miss: Bray Wyatt is WWE World Champion. He's the World Heavyweight Champion. Like, at the end of tonight, come SmackDown, unless he drops it the minute after SmackDown airs, he is WWE World Heavyweight Champion. I just think that's crazy. This guy had such a long career where he held no titles. Then he got the tag titles. Didn't even lose the tag titles.
He had so many shots at, like, mid-card stuff. He didn't even really, like... He wasn't even, like, referred to as a tag champion because they basically said, oh, Randy won the titles and Bray just picked up the scraps. Luke Harper held the titles for half their reign.
Mm-hmm. So, Bray Wyatt's world champion. All right, Zach, what you giving it?
I'll give it an 8 out of 10.
All right. Amari, what would you give it tonight?
I'd give it a good 8.5 out of 10.
8.5. Mullins, what are you thinking?
What are you thinking?
100% with Amari on that one, 8.5.
Mm-hmm.
This was, like I said, this got me really excited for the SmackDown region of Mania.
Mm-hmm. The beginning was a bit of a stretch. There was really nothing great in the beginning, especially because I feel like they kind of missed the dot on
for a pay-per-view that had 3 women's matches. This was phenomenal.
Yeah, I'll say that. Yeah, we had
this Wars review that had 3 women's matches.
Yeah, and typically they're used as like to calm down the crowd, and to say that they started off with one and then co-main evented with one is pretty good. I'll say that. But the tag team turmoil kind of, like, I feel like they missed the dot there. They really missed the bullet. Maybe Usos should have got the belts or something to roll into Mania, so then Alpha could have another great moment or something. I don't know. I just think Naomi going into Mania as champ, and then American Alpha going into Mania as champ, and Dean Ambrose going into Mania as champ, those 3 faces, because usually you see heels, like the bad guys are going into the Mania as champ, and the good guys
you see, because then Mania's like the hey, we're gonna beat the faces, and it's gonna be a fairy tale ending for the, I guess you would say, fiscal year of wrestling. Yeah.
But yeah, it's kind of it's a little weird on SmackDown side. SmackDown's going into Mania happy, so they might get sad. Raw is going in there at a very different pace. But we still got the 2 main champions. I'll say this, and I think someone brought it up. I think it was you, Cole.
I did.
You did.
I brought it up.
Our main champions, Bray Wyatt and Kevin Owens,
they're guys who
larger
you look
gentlemen.
at and you're just like, they're just regular looking dudes.
Yeah, and I think that really it's a testimony to say, we're not going to use the jacked guys like Hogan, but we're not going to use the small guys.
There's no more prototype.
Yeah, there's no small guys that are good at talking like CM Punk was. We now have like a Dusty Rhodes-esque era, I guess you could say.
Bray Wyatt is a guy you look at him and you're just... Bray Wyatt's that guy that you look to you walk into a bar in some random ass town, you look down at the end of the bar, he could be sitting there.
Yeah.
A guy that looks just like him.
Very true. Very true.
Same with Kevin Owens.
So, pretty big. I'm gonna give it. I think I'll go with maybe Zach on this one with the 8, maybe an 8.25. I liked it. I loved the Harper and Orton match. I thought it was great. Lexa and Naomi, I thought I had great pace and ending. Chamber, I had my complaints with the Chamber, but it was overall great. It was a little slow in the beginning, and of course my opinion on the tag team turmoil. But yeah, overall great pay-per-view. I think as long as SmackDown doesn't do any BS until Mania, I think we're on a good track to Mania for SmackDown, and we'll just have to see where Raw stands at Fastlane. So, adios.